But this morning we'll be speaking about own your purpose. Somebody help me say own your purpose. And so on Wednesday night, I was speaking to everybody that was here, and I was telling them that next year I will officially be doing this for 10 years. 10 years in ministry, 10 years on stage, 10 years. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Time goes real quick. 10 years, God really been doing amazing things in and through our lives. During the past 10 years, thousands of young people get saved, got saved. Others have gone out and been in different ministries. Others have started their own ministries. And that's what it's all about. It's not about necessarily, keeping everybody to yourself. It's about empowering the church of Christ and letting them go out and make more disciples. Are you with me this morning, family? So this morning we're going to be speaking about owning your purpose. And out of my 10 years, this is probably the first or the second time I'm speaking out of this text. Numbers. Imagine Numbers. When did you ever hear a pastor preaching from Numbers? Numbers chapter 14, 1 to 9. And if you have it, you can jump onto it on your phone with your glowing Bible. Or if you have a traditional Bible, as your old school Bible would have it, you can open that up to Numbers. It's right in the beginning of the Bible. It's there in the beginning. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers. That's where it is. If you don't have it, you can follow with us on the screen. And allow me to drop you into where we find ourselves right now. And so in Exodus, we find ourselves where Moses tells the people of the Israelites and captured by Egypt, he's telling them, okay, guys, what we need you to do is come out of the hand of Pharaoh, and we're going to go to this land that God has promised us, right? Are you with me? And so Moses is saying, okay, guys, this is where we're going to go. God is promising us this land. How many of you know that God promised you a land that is better than where you are now? God promised you a place that is far beyond where you can even imagine. And so Moses says, guys, listen, God told me to tell you that we're going to take you to this land. And as the journey continues, they end up taking a journey that was supposed to take 11 days. As the crow flies, I've done a little bit of research. This journey from Egypt to Canaan was supposed to take 11 days if they just walked straight, right? But it's supposed to take just under a month if you stop, and you know how it is when you're traveling somewhere. Sometimes you stop, you buy a couple of snacks, and then you fill up, and then you go, and then toilet break. So if you do it like that, you remember they were walking, and they had stuff they were walking with, their tents and all that. If you do it like that, it should take you less than a month. But so now we find the Israelites, due to their disobedience, it's now taking them almost 40 years to get to where God wants them to be. If God has the land of milk and honey for you, it's supposed to take you 11 days. We out here following our tails, taking 40 years for something God wanted to give you a long time ago. And so Moses is like, guys, listen. So they're on the brink now, on the precipice of moving forward to this next level. And then God instructs Moses, I need you to send 12 spies from each tribe of Manasseh, and I need you to send them in to go and see this land that I promised you, right? And Moses calls the 12 spies from each one from each tribe in Numbers chapter 10. From 10, it explains how the different tribes, and it says all the names of the tribes. And he says, okay, gents, what I need you all to do is go in now and go and see the place that God promised us. And they say, okay, right, no problem, let's go. We heard it as flowing with milk and honey, and there's nice things there. We're going to go and go check it out. And so they go in, right? And 12 of them come back. But 10 of them come back with a negative report. Right? And 2 of them come back with a positive report. Go and buy yourself a brand new car. Okay? And watch 10 people say, did you see? And watch only 2 people come to you and say, Yossi, congratulations, I love your car. Because there's always, I don't know why we have this proclivity to go towards the negative, and we look for this negative thing. When God does something in someone's life, we want to focus on, I wonder where they got the money. It's not your business where they got the money. God bless them. Go and say congratulations, well done. And so 10 of them come back with the issue, and 2 of them come back, Joshua and Caleb, they come back and say, yo, the land is dope, it's fire, there's this, there's that, yo, it's cool, bro. Let's break through and let's go. And so that's where we drop into Numbers chapter 14 now. And so the people rebel. You can throw it up on the screen. Numbers 14. That night, all the members of the community raised their voices and wept aloud. All the Israelites grumbled against Moses and Aaron. And the whole assembly said to them, if only we had died in Egypt. If only I took that deal 10 years ago. If only I didn't marry this woman. If only I didn't marry this man. If only I made a different decision that time when I was laying on the back seat of that car. If only. And the Israelites find themselves in a position of if only. Have you ever found yourself in a position of if only? If only I didn't make that decision. I should have been further in life. Why did I do that day? I should have. If only. And they say, if only we died in Egypt. Or maybe even in the wilderness. Why did the Lord bring us here to this land only to let us fall on our sword? Our wives and our children will be taken as plunder. Wouldn't it be better for us just to go back to Egypt? Maybe let's just go back to Egypt. Let's just go back to where we come from. Let's just go back, because at least in Egypt, we had a 9 to 5. At least in Egypt, we knew we were going to earn 10,000, 20,000 rand. At least in Egypt, we knew that after work, I can at least pay my school fees. I can at least pay the children's this. I can at least buy milk and nappies. I can at least just pay my bond. At least I knew what I was getting myself into. I wish I could go back. And God is telling you and I today, but I don't want you to go back. I want to take you into something different. I want to take you forward. Stop worrying about going back. And so now they find themselves in this position, and they're saying, well, maybe we should have just stayed there. And then they say in verse 4, and then they say to each other, we should choose a leader and then to take us back. Now they're saying, let's find someone, because Moses is dead set on taking us forward, and they dead set on sabotaging their own plan. Even to the point of choosing somebody to help them sabotage the plan. How many of you have ever found yourself in a situation where you sabotage your own plan? God's like, no, but I want you there. And you're like, maybe, especially when it comes to tithe and offering. God says, trust me with this 10%. I want to take you forward. And you're like, but what about bro, if I take this now? And now you're trying to figure it out like the Israelites. You're trying to figure it out manually. Now you're trying to say, so what you're actually doing is you're saying, I don't trust God with my money. I trust myself more than I trust God, because at least me, I can pay my things and I'll know I'll be okay. But if I give this 10% to God, I don't know what's going to happen. I hear people saying, sure. That's what we do. So now we find ourselves in a position that we're not much different to these Israelites. We're not much different to these people. And so now what happens is they said, let's choose ourselves a leader, take us back. Then Moses and Aaron fell face down in front of the whole Israelite assembly gathered there. Joshua, the son of Nun, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, however you want to pronounce that, who were among those who explored the land. Remember I explained to you the 12 of them, they went in, so they were what to go and explore. And they tore their clothes and said to the entire Israelite assembly, gents, ladies, the land we passed through and explored, it's exceedingly good. It's nice there. I've been there, but it's nice. Let's go. Why you guys want to go back? Let's go. We were there, me and Caleb. Caleb, tell them, bro. It was nice, bro. Remember the grapes, how big it was. Remember the people. But they listened to the 10. They said, there was giants. And how are we going to get past? And we don't have enough money. And this and that. And so now they start getting nervous. Be careful who you listen to. Because you will sabotage your own promise. And now Caleb and Joshua are saying, guys, let's go, bro. It's better there. They're even getting so irritated and annoyed. The Bible says they tore their clothes and said, guys, let's go. I'm trying to explain to you, because they stood in front of the whole assembly and they said, okay, let me explain to you how nice it is there. You see, Caleb and Joshua was exposed to something different. That's another point. Expose yourself to something greater than where you are. Go drive around there in the suburbs and see the big houses that exist. Go take a taxi, go somewhere and just expose your mind to something outside of where you are. They said, church, we saw it ourselves, let's move. And they're like, let's rather get someone right back. They're like, we've explored the land, it's exceedingly good. Then they go further and said, if the Lord is pleased with us, He will lead us into the land, and the land flowing with milk and honey, and He will give it to us. Only, listen to this, say only. Do not rebel against the Lord. Don't sabotage your own blessing. It's not that God doesn't want to give it to you. You're sabotaging it for yourself. And Joshua and Caleb's pleading with the people, guys, please let's just trust God. What they're saying in a nutshell is, let's just trust God. Because He will lead us. And then he further continues and he says like this, because we will devour them. Then he says, their protection is gone. But the Lord is with us. So he's saying to them, guys, we can go there. They don't have protection. We have the protection. We have God with us. Let's move. What I'm saying to you Israelites this morning is that God is with you. Why are you scared to move? Let's move. I've been there. I've seen it. It's nice. Let's go. We can get it. And they're saying, And he says, let's not be afraid of them. See there? God protect us. The Lord is with us. Do not be afraid of them. Don't be scared. We're going to get this. You see, much like the Israelites, and much like how we find ourselves in 2019, in the country we're in, they find themselves demoralized. Somebody help me say demoralized. Demoralized. They find themselves downtrodden. They find themselves demoralized. They're like, I say, bro, let's just go back. Maybe it was better there. Let me, I said, you see, the petrol went up again. I said, now how much I fill my car? The last time it was 800 rand, now it's 1,200 to fill the car. I said, did you hear now again 100 billion is gone? I said, what's going on with this government? I said, these people, they can't lead the country properly. I said, did you see now again the other day, they had another hearing there and so much money went away. I said, the other day I was driving around here and I hit a portal with my car. Shut up, man! Let's move forward! Stop looking at all the negatives. They find themselves demoralized in a position of them only focusing on everything going wrong. Everything's just going wrong. Meantime, Caleb and Joshua was like, hey, I hear that. I ain't trying to get all that negativity on me. I just come back from a place where things were popping. I'm trying to go there. And so please, can you leave me alone with all your, the dust and the money and the rent and the and I want to go where God promised me. Can you leave all this negativity just for a minute? And they don't want to listen. They're like, hey, bro, but you see, we're already now 40 years. It's now taking time. I said, we must eat us manna every day. I'm talk of manna, baked manna, cooked manna, fried manna. I can't be a little bit eat something else. They became content with their dysfunction. They became content with their dysfunction. They were laying in a cold bed and they peed themselves warm and they enjoyed the smell of their own pee. They were laying there. This is lekker warm. But you stink, bro. You must go wash. Yeah, but I know it's lekker warm. But God has something planned. Yeah, but I'm all right here, man. They became content with the dysfunction. Stay in dysfunction too long. You become content with it. You won't even see there's something wrong. You don't even realize that, but it can't be this way. I'm sure there must be something better than this. We can't stay here. Surely God has something better planned for me than this. Surely I can't come to the 15th of the month and I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to get to the end of the month. Surely God has something better planned than this. I can't become content in my dysfunction. Don't be content in your dysfunction. It's dysfunctional. You don't even see that it's dysfunction. You think it's all right. It's not all right. I'm Joshua and Caleb telling you it's not all right. God has something better for you. Where you are now, if you're struggling, it's not all right. That's not the plan. Maybe God is just, no, God, nothing. He wants the land of milk and honey. It's not all right. Don't become content in your dysfunction. Maybe God is trying to teach me a lesson. He's not trying to teach you anything. You're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to move. Keep it moving. 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 They say, let's go back to Egypt. If I could turn back the hands of time, then my darling, you would still be mine. Bruh, some other already bought a ring and a car. You can't turn back the hands of time. It's done, my G. It's over. Get yourself a new girl. Some of you are loving it if I could turn back the hands of time. The hands of time is turned dust for already. It's finished now. It's done, my G. That happened. It happened. It's finished now. What's next? It's done. I wish I can just go. If only. Let's just go back. If only I saw it earlier. If only I didn't. Yes, at least they used to call me Nuki. Yeah, but they used to clap you also. At least they used to wash my feet now and then. Yeah, but they used to put you off in front of everyone, make you feel like a thank you. At least she used to cook now and then. Yeah, but she also used to embarrass you in front of your own family. If I could turn back, but you can't. It's done. It's finished. Can't turn back anything. You must now go forward. You gotta keep it moving. 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 You can't stay where you are. You can't go back. So your only option is to move forward. You have no choice. You can dwell around for another 40 years if you want to. Sharp, I'm going forward. I'll get you there. I'll come look. How's things going there? Yeah, are you still there? Yeah, still crying about it. Yeah. I'm married already. My children are big already. You still? They be content. They became content with wasting time. Here's my phrase. Luigi, do you have it? This is mine. You can don't steal it. If you understand your purpose, time becomes a valuable resource. You can tweet that. Just put my name under. If you understand your purpose, time becomes a valuable resource. If you know what you're doing and where you're going, there's no way you can sit and waste any more time. You can't be waking up 10 o'clock, walking around in your underpants in a house and a gown, you didn't put makeup, nothing, and then here by 1 you start phoning people, so what are you doing today? I don't know, let's catch up later. Do you not understand that you have a purpose? Do you not understand that you have value? Do you not understand that time is running out? Do you not understand that God wants to take you somewhere and you got to get moving, bro? You can't be waking up 10 o'clock in your underpants. You can't be walking around wondering what the plan is for the day. You have to get some sort of direction and get moving. Keep it moving. Yo. They became content with wasting time. If you understand your purpose, time becomes a valuable resource. Do you know when you pay someone to do something for you, you're buying time? I can do something. Jay and I, we do videos all the time. And I can edit. Jay can edit the videos. But there's times I don't have time to edit the video. Then I'll phone Jay, bruh, can you do this video for me? If he says to me, Zakes, I can do it, can you give me something in return? What I'm doing is I'm buying time. Because I could do it myself. But I don't have the time to. So now I'm resourcing someone else to do it, but I'm paying them. What I'm doing is I'm buying the time. So if you understand your purpose, you understand the value of time, and you're able to pay for time. Because you need to pay someone to get it done. So here we go now. So they'll rather go back to their dysfunction at the expense of what God really had in store for them. Sometimes we'd rather go back to what we know. There's an old saying that says, hold it to share it, keep it like you have it. But God is like, but remember when they went up to the mountain and they said, yo, Jesus, it's nice here. Let's set up tents here. And they said, God is like, no, bro, we can't. You need to go back and minister to the people. I know it's nice. And I know that all of this is cool. But you need to go back so I can work with you and use you and get you to the next level. So they were upset with God because things were not working out for them. And we have the audacity, Chad spoke about audacity just now, to get upset for God because we dysfunctional. God's like, but I promised it for you, to you. You're not moving in the promise. Now you're not for me. It's like I'm saying, here's the funds, it's available. Just give me your proposal, and then I'll unlock the funds. You sitting around not giving me the proposal. Now you cross for me, but I'm saying, but here's the money. You can take it and use it and move forward. But I'm waiting for you, bro. It's not for me, back for you. That's what God is saying to you. Not for me, I'm waiting for you. Now they're dysfunctional. They're upset with God because they're not moving forward. See, the culture we're living in is a culture that says, if I don't get it now, then I don't want it at all. If it's going to take any longer than 2 minutes, then I don't want it. So they come and see the line is long. Bro, yo, there's a long line. I'm going to go next door. They come in. Yes, I'm sitting here now already 5 minutes. You're only sitting there 3 minutes. None of us waiters is helping me. How long do they want me to sit here before somebody helps me? Let me get up and go to the shop next door. Because we want things to happen when we want it to happen. We want it to happen in our time. We want it to happen when we want it to happen. We want to put something in a microwave and expect it to come out, and we think that life works that way. We want to press a button and get the mocha chocolate and whatever kind of coffee we want, and we expect it to happen the way we expect it to happen at that moment we expect it to happen. But what we don't understand is that we serve a God of process. Somebody help me say process. And every season you are in is a process necessary for you to get to the next season of your life. But don't overstay your welcome in that season. It was 11-day season, not a 40-year season. You had to learn what you had to learn. But you can't stay there. You have to move to the next level now. Well, you can stay there if you want. I'm not going to stay there with you. We live in a time where we, God, I need 100,000. Amen. And then we go check our FNB app. 100,000. Doesn't work that way. We serve a God of process. If God gives you too much at the wrong time, what was meant to enhance you will then harm you. If He just throws it all on you at once, what was meant to enhance you will end up harming you. So we must take you through the process. But the key that I'm making, the point that I'm making, you can't stay in that season of that process. If you learn what you've learned, it's done, finished. Now let's move to the next season of this process so we can learn something. Are you still with me this morning, family? I'm almost done. I'm getting to the end. It took 7 days to create everything. It took time, and it took a full day to create you and I. We are created in God's image. He intricately put every part of us together. And this is the kind of God we are working with. He's the God of process. How do we know this? Because Timothy teaches us, and as you go through these processes, it's not for you to stay there and for you to get discouraged in that process. It's for your faith to be strengthened so that you can be strong enough to take what I'm going to give you when you get to the next level. So what process did He take the Israelites through? He said, okay, guys, how about we just start at the point where I've opened the Red Sea for you? Well, the sea for you was the Red Sea, Red Sea. Where I opened the sea for you. How about we say that when you were crying about water, water came from a rock. How's that for a process? How's that for answering prayers? How about when you were crying about food, manna came from heaven? How's that for answering your prayer? How about when you were crying about not knowing where you were going? I gave you a pillar of fire by night and a pillar of cloud by day. How's that for answering your prayers? How can you sit there with the audacity on your face and blame me for the fact that you're not going into the promised land after I've been answering all your prayers? One by one by one by one, and I've taken you through this process. It's now up to you to say, okay, let me get my game face on. God, where do I go next? Okay, David, this is what you're going to do next. You're going to kill the lion and kill the bear, and then I'm going to set you up for Goliath. And once you slay Goliath, everyone will chant your name. Okay, now what? This is what you're going to do next. You're going to take some wood, and you're going to take some nails, and then you're going to endure the process of building an ark, because there will come a day when the storm will begin to come, and you're going to be safe. Okay, Joshua, what do I do next? This is what you do next, Josh. You pull through over here, I'll explain it to you. You take 7 days where you walk around once, and on the 7th day, you walk around 7 times, and then the wall will come tumbling down. Jesus himself. Okay, Dad, what do I do next? Okay, Jesus, here's the game plan. You go down, spend 33 years. Those last 3 years, get few of the gents, pour into them, pour into them, pour into them, pour into them. Those last 3 of those years, they're going to take what you've taught them, and they're now going to move on with it. Jesus couldn't stay here till he was 100. He had a time limit. You need to value your time. You can't go back. You can't stay where you are. You need to understand there's a time to this, and you need to begin to move to the next level of your life. If you want to stay there, good luck. I'll get you there when I come back. But I'm not staying there with you. I'm moving forward. I'm Joshua and Caleb. I'm like, yo, bro, it's nicer there. You can stay here. I'm out. Peace. Dudes, I'm going there. I've learned what I had to learn. I've eaten manna till I was duck. I've drank the water from the stones. I've done all the stuff that I had to do. But now me, I'm about to go into the land of Mount Canaan. You can stay here if you want to. You can even go back to slavery if you want to. But I'm out of your peace. Boom. What's keeping you in that process of not moving forward? Is it low self-esteem? Is it condemnation? Is it thoughts of suicide? Is it anxiety? Is it depression? Is it that you were listening to the 10 people who said you can't instead of the 2 who said you can? Why are you stuck at that spot? What's wrong? Why are you stuck? What happened? What's causing you to stuck? Well, Israelite, why don't you want to move? I promise you, here it is. Let's move. Why are you stuck on the spot? Did someone tell you you'll never make it? Did someone tell you you're too fat, you're too skinny, you're too ugly, your face is not good enough, your hair is not nice enough, your hair is not smooth enough, your hair is not coarse enough? What? Whose limits are you trying to? Who are you trying to please? Because I'm already pleased with you. I've already given it to you. I've already said that you can move to the next level. Who are you waiting for? Whose permission do you need? Are you letting the devil preach to you? You can't. Why are you stuck? What's making you feel incompetent? Why? They overlooked me. So why do you need that? Do your own thing. Affirmation. Do your own thing. Hey, they said, no, so start your own channel and post your things on there. Build your own fan base. Post on your Instagram. Build your own fan base. We live in 2019, bro. You can build your own fan base. You don't need traditional media to help you get to the level you need to get to. You can get it there yourself. Not even yourself, through God. God will give you wisdom, He'll give you direction, He'll give you understanding, and then you get there. And then you move to the next level. Yeah, I'm not pretty enough. Another thing Satan will do, he'll keep you occupied with the wrong thing. The best, one of his tools, you must be careful of this tool. My mother always says you must watch the tactics of the enemy. He'll keep you busy with something that has nothing to do with your purpose. You run around in circles. You run there for a long time. It has nothing to do with you moving forward. This week was a challenging week for myself. Satan had me running around with things that had nothing to do with my purpose. Nothing to do with me moving to the next level. God had to keep reminding me, Zach, that's what you're busy stressing about now. Why don't you just give it to me? Remember, cast all your cares upon me, I'll take care of it. Remember, he says, give all your burdens and all your heavy laden, give it to me, and I'll deal with it. After you've given it to God, then move to the next level. Because at that point, there's nothing. Well, okay, what can you do about it 11 o'clock at night? No, I'm asking you, what can you do about it 11? Who are you going to phone that time? Who's going to do what? Is the bank open? What can you physically do about it 1 o'clock in the morning? Nothing. You can stay awake if you want to. You can lose sleep and be incompetent the next day because you're tired and don't know what's going on around. What can you do 12 o'clock in the night about it? Nothing. You have to give it to God and say, okay, Lord, I've now submitted this thing unto you. I'm going to move to the next level now. I trust you for answer. I'm in a season of my life now of trust. I told the guys the other day, of trusting God. Just falling and letting Him deal with it. It's the most, you know, you think it's easy, it sounds cliche, but it's hard to do. It's hard to just trust God and walk away. It's hard. You can rather trust that chair you're sitting on to make sure you're not going to fall over. You trust the chair easier. You just sit down and you know I won't fall. You trust the car. You start it and you press petrol and you know you're going to go. You trust those things. But it's hard to trust God. If it was easy, these people would have been in the land of milk and honey a long time. It's not easy. It's hard. But you have to. You have no choice. You must trust God. It's hard to give 10% when you need that money. But you have no choice. You have to. It's hard to commit to something when you don't have the time, but you have no choice. You have to. Let me get done. I'm almost done. Proverbs 10:4. Lazy hands make you poor, but diligent hands will make you wealthy. You can stay lazy, stay poor. Get up, wash your face, Watch your backside. Keep it moving. Get rich. Joshua, son of Nun, Caleb, son of Jophon, were amongst those who had explored the land, tore their clothes, and said to the entire Israelite assembly, guys, the land we went to go and explore is good. Let's go. Let's get up. Let's take a shower. Let's put on fresh clothes. Let's put on new socks. And let's do something. We can't stay here. Let's move. God has already prepared the opportunity for you. God has already prepared the land for you. God has already said it's yours. You need to start seeing the opportunity and not see the threat. We have people in our church that came up with this concept of portals. While you're complaining that you drove through the portal, they coming up with $1 million concept to fix the portals. Instead of seeing the threat, see the opportunity. Instead of seeing that thing, we got people complaining about the gas prices, petrol prices going up, and the gas is getting finished and the oil is getting finished. He's sitting there saying that, okay, if the gas is going to run out and if oil is going to run out, let me build an electric car. We got people saying, yeah, did you hear now the Koeberg station shut down? Okay, then put solar panels on your roof. You need to start seeing the opportunity. Go find out if you can fly to China, buy a lot of solar panels and come sell it. See the opportunity. You can become rich off that. Of something that people see as a threat. You can make millions off it. What the 10 spies came back and said is not going to work. The 2 spies said, okay, you can stay here. It can work. I'm going to move until it works. Just get up and get it done. Love your purpose in the season you are in right now. And your calling will reveal itself to you. So what's my calling? Where do I go? Some of us don't even know where we go. Just do the best you can where you are now. Do what you can do. When you close your computer at 5 o'clock, you've done what you can do. Go home and be a father. Go home and be a mother. Go play with your children on the carpet. You've done what you can do. Your computer is closed. There's no point in coming there, opening it and stressing about it further. You've done what you can do for the season you were in. I am now at home. I'm playing with my children. Put your phone off. Me, I don't give my personal number to people. I apologize because now you're phoning me here 11 o'clock at night about your problems. Bruh, I'm here for you and I love you and I appreciate you. But I also have a season in my life where I need to get to where I need to get. I can't be now the whole time. From 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock, no problem. You can phone me, you can come here, you can do whatever. But after that, I need to be a father and I need to be a husband. Do what you can do in the season you are in. And your purpose will begin to reveal itself later. What's causing you to stumble? What's stopping you? Why are you stuck? Why is it not working for you? Why are you stuck? I know the rest of my sermon of part, that's why I close my computer. Why are you stuck? Because I feel insignificant. I feel that I don't have enough money. I like what they said at the woman's talk there. They said the problem is not money. The problem is you don't know what to do with the resource you have. Use the resource you have. The other day we had a conversation here at the men's thing and we spoke about we have so many businessmen. We just prayed for them all now. He's sitting next to you. It's a resource. You have the business of doing this. He has the business of doing that. Hey, bro, how can we do something together to make this thing work? I think Ricardo stood up at the men's breakfast and he said, the thing that frustrates me the most is that we're struggling in our silos where we could come together and build an empire for ourselves. It's not about the money, it's about the resource. Do you know that sometimes relationship, in fact all the time, relationship can get you into positions that money wouldn't even get you. You can be a multi-millionaire, but only a relationship could have got you that deal. You could put all the money on the table, but the relationship could have got you that deal. We know it's true in the church circles. You want to get a famous pastor or whatever to come and speak at an event or a conference. A relationship is one phone call away. If you don't have a relationship, you now have to pay R1 million for that person to come speak at your event. Relationship will get you things money won't even be able to get you. Let's say their places, their schedule is booked out for 2 years. One phone call because you have a relationship will make them say, okay, but I'll shift this around and I'll come sort you out. That comes from relationship. That comes from relationship. Okay, who do I need to have a relationship? How about let's have a relationship with our Creator? How about let's have a relationship with our Master, with the one who made us in His image, with the one who put the gift inside of us in the first place, with the one who put those thoughts and those ideas in our minds in the first place, with the one who's given us the ability in the first place. How about we have a relationship with Him, and then maybe, just maybe, we can get out of this period of being stuck and say, okay, God, where do I go next, and what do I do next? And watch God say to you, okay, this is what you do, and this is how you do it, and then you begin to move to the next level. Thanks for God, listen to me, 1,000,000 times, yes. Thanks for God, pay attention to me, yes, He loves you. He has overwhelming love for you. His love for you is reckless. It's incomprehensible. We spoke about it last week. He wants you to have it. So actually, just speaking about prosperity, yes, He wants you to be prosperous. For He had come and made, He who was rich, made Himself poor, so that you might be. So does God want you to be successful? Does He want you to worry about your bills? How are you going to pay? He wants you to be successful so that you can pull someone else up and pull them to the next level. He wants you to have in abundance so that you can, not so you can be rich and be flashy, so that you can take someone else by the hand that is less fortunate and say, let's move, bro. You can't stay there. Does He want you to be successful 1,000,000 times? Yes. Does He want you to enjoy the land of milk and honey 1,000,000 times? Yes. You got to get rid of your incompetent mindset and begin to expose yourself to the land of milk and honey. Six, I don't have enough money to go. It's fine, bro. Get enough money to buy data and go on Google and go research how does those countries look. And then go to Kontiki or go there to the Glen, there where they do their things, and ask them, hey, can we do a payment plan? I did it with Celeste in our church. I asked her, can I do a payment plan for our honeymoon? She said, yes, no problem. And I paid it off a long time ahead of time. And when the day came to leave, we went. Start somewhere. Expose yourself to something beyond where you are. And God wants it for you. His love for you is overwhelming. His love for you is unbelievable. His love for you is reckless. The Bible says that He will climb the highest mountain. He will leave the 99 to fetch you. You are competent. You do have what it takes. You are smart enough. You are beautiful enough. You have what it takes. You just got to get yourself in line with what God thinks of you and not what you think of yourself. Because God thinks more of you and about you than you think about yourself. You got to line yourself up. God, what do you think about me? And God will tell you, I will leave the 99 and I will come for you.